So the first part of Higurashi for me, I published October 12th, 2017. Wow, that was almost 4 years ago. Is it really been that long? Oh my god. Oh wow. That's a long time. Hey guys. Yep, there I am. October. So that's not quite 4 years. That's like 3 and 8 months or something. That's a long time. And I think Umineko took me like 2 or something. And I think that's because I started slowing down in this series, obviously towards the end. Whereas I didn't slow down as much in Umineko. I started slow and then I picked it up and kept going. And so I don't think I want to do any more series that are going to be a 4-year-long video series. You know, not that, like, I really enjoy this game, and I don't want it to be in that sort of format where it's like, well, I don't know. And it's not like I can't break it up into sections like I do with any other game that is broken up into separate releases. Like, for example, the Ace Attorney series. That's a long series, but they're very distinct, different games. I feel like, Umineko and Higurashi while they obviously do have very clear game breaks, they're clearly meant to play all together. Like they all are working towards a common story. Whereas the Ace Attorney series, you play one game, that's sort of a contained story. You're not really necessarily expected to keep going beyond that. If I only played the first, section of Higurashi, I would be left off with like a horror story that has a lot of questions and not that many answers. And so you're really expected to keep playing through it. So anyway, long story short, I don't know if I necessarily want to play a series this long again. Not that I wouldn't play it. Let me rephrase that. Not that I wouldn't play it. I don't want to record it. Because it's just such a huge time commitment. 4 years is a long time. Like, it really is. For a single game. Thinking back to some of my longer, but not this long, Let's Plays of, like, the Tales series, when I played through a lot of them, but those were, like, 50 to 60-hour games. At my current pace, that would take forever. I think they took me like a year, but at my current pace, that would take a long time. But then again, the other way I could put it is, I used to play about half an hour at a time. Like, I wouldn't play for 2 hours at a time like I do now. Because I do it in larger chunks. So then again, maybe I'm not putting in that much of a different time. As long as I don't miss a week, which I do every now and then. If I put in 2 hours, that's like playing every other day for half an hour. So, I don't know. This was a lot longer and more rambling than I meant it to be, and I do apologize. But going back to it, this is like 4 years of my life right here. It's playing through this. So a lot has changed since I started this, I played through Umineko, and I was like, man, that was a long series. I don't know if I want to play another one. And then eventually I was like, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. I did the last one. I can do this one. But my life has changed a lot since then, becoming, going from working primarily part-time to working full-time, going from, I did live by myself at the time, but it was sort of like just getting by. Now I'm actually, not to go too personal, but making a lot more money and, having like a more stable job in that sense. And, like now I'm moving. It's, life's changed a lot for me. And in that sense, I don't know if I can do games this long. I've thought about it before. Do I want to stop recording? And I think the answer is I don't. I don't want to stop recording. I don't want to stop streaming because I like these things. These are fun. But I don't want to. Let's just say I can't, do anywhere near where I used to do, where I only work 20 hours a week and then I could put in a recording every day. I just can't. It's like a once a week thing now for me. And I don't want to feel like I have to do it in that sense. So, anyway, that had nothing to do with this game in particular. This was a great game, and I'm glad I played through it. And I'm glad I recorded it, to be honest. May have taken a lot longer towards the end to get through it than it did near the beginning. But I'm glad I did it. And I hope you guys enjoyed as well. Let me know what you think. This was obviously a bit more rambly, but if you have anything you want to ask specifically about the about this game or about, in the future what I'm planning on doing, let me know. You may have noticed that I've transitioned a lot more into visual novels. That's kind of my goal. I'm still sort of going for more of a... I still reserve the ability to, if I find a cool game I want to play, I'm going to play it, But I do like anime and visual novels, so those are a lot of games that I like. But there are still things here and there that I'm, wanting to get into. For example, Subnautica Below Zero just recently came out. That's actually something I kind of want to play through. So, might end up either recording or streaming that. I'm not entirely sure. That may be a game that's actually better for a stream. I don't know. But I think for the time being, I'm still going to be recording and uploading and streaming stuff. So, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have anything really cool. I did have another game that somebody recently gifted to me. They recommended and gifted to me. Lucy, the Eternity She Wished For. That one seemed kind of interesting. Does seem like the graphics are a little iffy, but I wouldn't say they're bad. They're just definitely lower budget. So that may be something we'll probably be playing through in the future as well. And of course, the Ace Attorney series is always there. I still have that third game I can play that I still have downloaded. So we still have a lot of stuff to do in the future, a lot more games to play. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think. Apologies for the kind of change in pace, but that's just kind of how life works sometimes. And for anybody who's still following me from all these years ago, from starting Umineko and playing through Higurashi and all that, I do greatly appreciate it. It means a lot, and it's, it's not necessarily my big focus like it used to be. I remember I got super excited when I got 1,000 subscribers before, and since then, it has somewhat stagnated, mostly because I'm not nearly as active as I used to be. I have 1.53, so definitely not anywhere near as active as I used to be in terms of growth, but, it is what it is. And I still enjoy doing it. That's my main thing, is I still enjoy doing it. I still want to keep doing it. But let me know what you guys think. And, so I was mentioning this is the end of the main series. My question is, so I know that there's some, there's console arcs and stuff like that. Perfectly honest, I don't know what all of the different, things are. Let's see. The story arcs, Kai, Rei. Yeah, I'm looking at the Wikipedia right now. Matsuribaya Shihen is the end. Then there's Rei. 3 extra chapters included in a fan disc. Saikoro Shihen. It's an epilogue of Matsuribaya Shihen. That sounds interesting. Look at Wikipedia to see what I'm looking at right now. Batsuyo Koshihin, and Hiruko Washihin. Then there's 3 original chapters that were created for the PlayStation 2 version. I believe that might be the console arcs. Matsurishi, so it's Taira Maiwashihin. Then there's 4 original chapters for the Nintendo DS version. I didn't know there was that. Higurashi no Nakukoro ni Kizuna, when the cicadas cried bond. Then there's manga arcs. Then there's an anime arc, which apparently ties the 2 seasons together. The anime series Go introduces 5 new arcs that expand the original 8 chapters from the games and serve to continue the story. Okay, so maybe the new Higurashi is actually like a continuation of the story. So there's a lot more. I would not mind playing more, honestly. Like, if it is significantly good, and I don't want to necessarily, like, I've heard of those, like, you know, like the drama kind of series where they'll get the voice actors and they'll put them in front of a microphone and they'll have like a little skit, you know. I've heard of those kind of things before. I've even seen some on YouTube where they've like translated them, you know, into text. And like I think it was for Steins Gate, I saw one of those. Those don't really interest me because usually it's just like the voice actors, you know, playing the character, but like doing something fairly mundane, not really story related. Not really interested in that kind of stuff, but if we have some story stuff that is, you know, legitimately like really cool or adds to the story or, you know, is really neat, let me know. I would not mind playing more of those, but I would probably need to be directed a little bit because I don't think I want to play or read all of those. That's a lot. And I would like to keep it more or less to visual novel related stuff, so I don't necessarily want to like read through a manga. I've done that before, and that's not something I would like to just read through a manga like, all right, next page. You know, I've done that before. Not quite my thing. I like it to be a little more video game centric, so to speak, like a visual novel. Ooh, okay. Oh my god, I've been talking for like 20 something minutes here. Okay, I'm going to separate that into a separate video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for dealing with my ramblings. If you have any more comments or questions or things, let me know. I do want to mention once again that I do have a Discord. It is not heavily... I don't go through it very often. I originally started it as a separate, like, streaming Discord because YouTube moderation was difficult. And it still is to some degree, where I would get people coming in and, oh, no, it was like links. When I wanted people to link me things, it was really hard to do with the way YouTube did, because YouTube would, like, block links, and I would have to go in there and stuff like that. So that's why I made the Discord chat. I don't use it very often, to be perfectly honest, but I like to keep it in case anyone wants to, you know, message anything like links or anything more specifically about stuff, just to let me know. I'm more than welcome to do that. I'm going to link it in the description below. And, you know, I'm usually always available on Discord if you have anything more, you know, more detailed than you want to leave in a comment. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'm actually going to close it out for now. This was a fun series, and we will potentially go more into it in the future if any of the other chapters are really interesting. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye!